Is it something which is really an enabler, or is it a solution provider? How do I look at my problem? Do I really read my problem well? And if I've read my problem, what kind of panacea I'm looking for? So if we know all this, I think Mr. Khambati made a very emotional speech about solving your agent's problem first. I really like that. Thank you for doing that. But can we really choose the right solutions which will help your agent's problem rather than your customer's problem? Your agents are happy, your customer will be happy.
Absolutely. Sibasish, anything?
Yeah. So first of all, thank to Gain Skill Media for inviting me here and all the sponsors. My view on this is, obviously customer is important. The entire process or journey is designed around the customers. But at the same time, leveraging technology to automate and kind of, ease the user, the agent's problem. We will all agree that the volume of which the calls that keeps on is on the rising trend with the increasing the business. So the way, and to be honest, we are not upgrading our resources the way our business is going up. So we need to automate our processes to kind of assist our team to do their work effectively.
Thank you. So the first question for you, Sibasish, how can AI and RPA technologies be effectively integrated into contact center and enhance operational efficiency and improve service quality?
That is an interesting question. See, first of all, I would like to go to the organization culture. Every brand has some ethos. So, what is the problem that you are trying to solve? What is the customer journey that we are envisaging before on designing a journey? AI, any kind of technology that we talk of, be it a CRM, AI, or an RPA, it is just an enabler helping us, do mainly two things. One is a kind of increased efficiency, which will anyway improve the process efficiency. Second is reduce cost. But important thing is whatever we are planning, to do, is it in line with our expectations? Because AI is a big word and management is after us. Hey, why don't you try out AI? But in my opinion, we should be truly selective on what to do and how it finally affecting the customer experience. I'd like to, if you ask me, I keep on quoting that AI is the new team member who has been onboarded. So I must know the skills which he or she is carrying and use it for the particular type of work that it can do effectively. While I talk about the organizational culture, the customer experience anyway will remain at the core. See, we have been, having the experience of many contact centers, BPO, where there is a longer wait time, or we are attended by a bot, and we keep on going round and round with the same question, be it a WhatsApp bot or a web-based bot. So that is not the kind of experience we would like to give to a customer. Automation, we are for it. The processes need to be defined effectively with AI. Like I'll give an example of our organization. I'm typically from the electrical industry. For us, what is important is a TAT, the time in which we would like to close the case. With effectively utilizing AI, we were able to reduce that by approximately 42%. That helps us in improving the NPS score by approximately 32%.
So can I sum it up saying that, yes, the first thought, we should know our problem statement that we want to solve, and secondly, it will help me improve my efficiency. Awesome. Anirban, next question for you. What specific challenges do contact center face in adopting AI and RPA? And how can these challenges be overcome to maximize the benefits of these technologies?
Thanks, Rajesh. I'm very glad that you asked me a very good question, followed by what Sibasish answered. So in contact center parlance, I'll use simple terminology. There's a shining agent, there's a rogue agent. Shining agent is AI when AI is giving you efficiency, it is giving you the right customer output in terms of customers, net promoter score going up. All those things are today, all known to everybody in this room, because all of us believe AI is the next best or next best agent in the room. But what about the rogue agent? The rogue agent is very important. The rogue agent is that AI does not personalize, or it has a limitation of personalization. So when we try about integrating AI or integrating any machine-based solution in a customer-centric world, whether it is a contact center or a plain vanilla human voice-based contact center, or a multi-channel, omni-channel setup, the whole emphasis is whether the personalization is there or not. That's number one challenge. Second, is it meeting my regulatory hurdles? Because today, banks, financial institutions, I'm more from a BFSI perspective, so I'm talking about that, and the pharma industry is facing a major challenge that a lot of law enforcers are asking that, are you doing a lot of promotions, a lot of activities which are not within the realms of the regulations? So that is a very important question which we need to answer together. And when we integrate a machine to solve, whether the machine understands this guy cannot afford a 10,000 rupee shirt, and we are trying to sell him a whatever Kawasaki bike or whatever. So that model we have to be really thoughtful about. And the third piece is, what happens is the the neutrality of able to connect with my customer in a very neutral sense. Because what happens is, in a typical AI-led or a machine-led world, the machine knows that he has learned certain things from his experience, from his program, but he doesn't understand that this particular human being or this particular customer needs a solution. So I'm able to do it. Now, I talked about both Shining Star and the Rogue Star, but AI, whatever we want to use other nomenclatures around it, ML, the NLPs of the world, it is going to stay. It is going to be rapidly absorbed, because we have a need to bring in the right mix of machine and man. When man and machine work together, we can probably dream better. So that's where we will continue to enhance, but the rogue stars are real problem.
So are you trying to say that eventually, even when you have an AI, you need to have a human to control it?
It is not about a human to control, Rajesh. The whole emphasis is you can get a machine to learn on its own, a machine who will help you, correct themselves. And of course, the human beings will not disappear. We are 8.2 billion on this earth. We'll continue to thrive. So you'll have to have a right mix of human mind, but that program needs to have ability to learn.
Thank you. Let's move to the next question. It's for you, Dhirendra. Are there any ethical considerations or potential risks associated with the widespread adoption of AI and RPA in contact centers, and how can organizations address these concerns?
Thanks, Rajesh. I think this is one of the most burning questions of today. If you hear a lot of news around the deep fake and other things which you are seeing right now. So, good and bad part of technology is it progresses. Any technology which is invented, it progresses. Now, it could be a nuclear technology. You can use it for nuclear power plants, and you can use it for a nuclear bomb. Now, it is in our hands, how do you want to use it? Now, obviously, like any other technology, it has got ethical concerns. You can build a look-alike, and then you can create videos. You can change the whole context of a conversation. Typically in our industry, where experience today drives the business, or centerpiece of it is experience. And why experience is becoming important today is, as a race, I think we are becoming impatient today. All of us, if we want something, we want it immediately. Nobody likes to wait. Think of a situation, 20, 30 years ago, when your phone used to go dead, it would get repaired in 45 days. But you didn't bother at that time, because that was the norm. Now today, as the technology has progressed, your service provider sends you SMS that your line is going to be down for, for 5 minutes and 10 minutes. So that's how we all become impatient. So what happens is when you're impatient, then, and with the advent of so much of social media, you get very easily influenced by any data which is coming to you. You don't really check the validity or the source of that. So typically, if you see a video on something, more often than not, you would tend to believe that that's a right set of information. Now that's where the authenticity of this is very, very important. Your decisions are getting influenced by few things when you see, when you do research. So how do you kind of control this? Deep fake. Now I am a firm believer that the technology can control technology. Typically, if it's a deep fake, you can identify because there would be some change in pixels, some change in voice notes or something. So we need to come out. I think all the governments today are working towards a governance model to look at how AI can be controlled. Now you can make ethical use of it, and also I think a governance around that would evolve, because like in internet, you see the governance, you see in countries where the governance has evolved, a governance will evolve which will be backed by technology.
Nice, thank you. Thank you for your insights on this. Moving back to Sibasish, right? In what ways do AI and RPA contribute to reducing response time? I think you answered some part of it in the initial, and increasing the speed of issue resolution in contact center. I think that would be also an answer to the first problem statement that I gave.
Again, going back to the basics, every organization have their particular way of doing things. So if for any contact center, the processes can be divided into broadly 3 categories. First is the incoming part. Second is how is that being handled, the handling part. And third part is analytics. The incoming part is very interesting. For example, a call coming to an agent, the best thing will be, can it be self-serviced? So can the bot or the AI help in kind of, closing the call over the customer without transferring to agent? Second best thing, what I feel, can be the call getting assigned to a field agent without the intervention of an call center agent. So that is also, quite possible. Third thing is, the bot is able to handle till some extent, but then it goes beyond its control and then it gets transferred to an agent. So there are various ways in which it is done. Important thing is, kind of a mix of kind of an AI-based bot which understand the customers better through over the bots anyways are getting intelligent with the amount of data that is getting poured in the model. They should not affect the customer experience. Anyway, that can be taken care or measured through the NPS rating. So that is the incoming call part. Second is the call handling part. As a customer, when I call a call center, I would not like to repeat what I have told to the previous agent. So the bots, if I can help my agent in getting the real-time data while making conversations to the customer, it makes their experience much better. Incidentally, so many of the platforms I know provide real-time assistant, real-time analytics on the calls. Means how the customer is is going to react, what should be the next best action. Should I, kind of, as we are seeing in an example, can I give a freebie to the customers? All those things can assist the agent while taking the call. So this is the second part. Third part is, as mentioned by some of my esteemed colleagues in the previous session, with tons of data pouring in, analytics should be intelligent. We should not expect someone to go to the heaps of data and find out analytics. Systems should be able to predict and prescribe the next actions based on the data that is available. So be it sentimental analysis, be it predictive analysis, the number of calls that will come in, can I plan my agents in a better way? And the most important thing of in the entire journey is the quality, because quality is at the core. If you want to survive the game, because there are a lot many competitors in the market, how you are designing your journey, what is the customer experience that you are delivering, is the differentiator now. As as mentioned earlier, technology is provided. You go with any of the solution provider. 19-20 hai. It is kind of something more, something less. But what kind of journey is being designed, that can anyway be known from the quality matrices that are set.
Yeah, agreed. I think some of the demos that we have seen since morning are actually solving most of the problems that we spoke about. Right. Moving to our next question for Anirban. How do AI-driven chatbots and virtual assistants impact customer interaction in contact center? And what role do they play in improving overall service quality?
Rajesh, just taking a cue from what Sibasish said, the biggest animal in the house is AHT, right? Everybody in contact center talks about AHT, and there's a game for 20 years which was played in various contact centers is bring down AHT, customers' experience goes up, right? That was the game everybody talked about, right? Whether we understand contact center, whether we understand human psyche of it, there are a lot of scientists which are working over the years in various labs talking about bringing customer experience at the right stage. Now, your potent problem is that is AHT 0 equivalent to NPS score of 10? The answer is no, right? If AHT is 0, customer experience is 0 or maybe -10, right? The fact is, what is optimal? Okay, and how do I bring in that optimal value to the table? Is machine able to bring an optimal solution? Is machine guided by a lot of analytics, which Sibasish talked about, bringing a solution to the table? And how machine will learn from your product? Ultimately, there is a product, right? Whatever form of the product, it could be a banking product, it could be a pharma product, it could be an electrical product. Whatever product, okay, does the machine understand and appreciate the value of that product? Okay, if that product is understood well by that machine, and machine is able to bring that appreciation in the mind of the customer in the first 15 seconds. There's a lot of study which happened recently, and this is available on various forms, that 15 seconds is what an impatient person gives to anybody, to a machine, to a human being, to accept or reject that call. 15 seconds, the call gets cut. Okay, so in that first 15 seconds, is that machine able to give one keyword? It's the game of keywords now. Whether my daughter or whether I am there, I want to talk to a person, talk to a machine, talk to anybody who is able to give me that keyword. Is that cartoon available on TV? Cartoon yes, cartoon no. TV on, TV off. Whether it is India, Australia, final, doesn't matter. Similarly, the contact center, if it's a loan, if it's a, whatever customer service I wanted, maybe a statement or whatever, I am going to deliver it or not, that analytics has to be delivered. And it has to be delivered right fully in that first 15 seconds to get the next 45 seconds. Because best of the calls, best of the service agents have AHTs between 0 to 60 or 15 to 60 who are delivering that Shining Star awards every month on month, right? And anything which is a complex product, let us appreciate that machine will also take time as human beings have taken time. If there are complexities, we need to build into that complex modules in that program, and program will appreciate that.
Absolutely right. So if I have to add something to this, can I straight away say, tell the customer what he wants to listen in minimal time, and that should bring a customer delight, right? Moving to the next question for Dhirendra, how can contact centers leverage data analytics and insights generated by AI and RPA to continuously enhance their operations and deliver a more proactive and predictive customer service?
So, Rajesh, if you look at how these machines are working, obviously they are working basis data. Now today everything is data. Everybody is generating data. Every machine is generating data. How do you actually take out a meaningful inference from that data is one of the key challenges for all the data scientists today. Because you look at your, your daily chorus, your TV, mobile, your general devices, IoT, car, everything is generating data. Now there is so much data. How do you actually look at making that your data useful? So that's where I think the role of your data scientist and the models are very, very important. And you need to stay in the context. That's very important because one of the key, I would say, the negative points of data is when you have a lot of data, you can just get lost into that. Yes, everything you can see, you can make charts and graphs, and you can keep doing it for years together. Now, like some of our colleagues mentioned, stay in the context. What you want to solve. You want to solve a business problem. You want to look at your experience. Keep that in the center and then start building your models around that. If you do that, then you start evolving and you start solving the real problems of your customers. Otherwise, what will happen is, like I said, technology excites everybody. You can just make charts, graphs, I'm solving this, ACH, many things. End of the day, your experience takes a beating. So whenever I advise, my customers, I would say that you keep your core business problems in the center. What's your core problem you want to solve? And then look at minimum use of technology. By using minimum use of technology, because whatever you build, you have to maintain. So with that modality, you can, and obviously you can, today I'm not talking about technology analytics, everything is available. You can use these technology models. Obviously you have to use technology. Like I said, technology solves technology challenges. We use the technology to solve technology challenges in the minimum form, keeping your experience at the center.
Awesome. I think the answer could have not been better than what you've summed it up. Now coming to the first question that we had, I think we are already over time. So I got my answer. Anyone who from the audience who want to give an answer basis the discussion that we had, or how do we solve the 8,000 calls, which is double of my forecast, using AI and RPA? I mean, I will answer it because of time constraint. Can I use generative AI for self-serve to reduce some part of the call? Can I use agent assist that we saw in one of the demos, right? Where it can predict my agent what steps are to be taken. Can I use an RPA to raise those auto tasks and tickets for me, which would help me actually reduce my AHT and reduce my time? And plus, I can still use the speech analytics available in AI to audit those calls to also ensure that accuracy is there. I think that's all that we had today. I think thank you guys. Thanks for your time. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Rajesh Yadav. That was a very interactive and very informative session. It really showed us dynamics and verticals on everything related to contact centers, and very, very interesting. Thank you, panel members. May I request Mr. Pali Rathod, Chief Executive Officer from Blockstock Wealth Management, to kindly join us on stage to felicitate the thought leaders from Fireside Chat, Mr. Rajesh Yadav,